How are you doing? Just wanted to quickly share something that I find is very important for us ladies, and for the guys as well. As we are looking after this place here in one of the northern suburbs of Brisbane, we're really literally we're in a beautiful suburb. We're in Brighton, which is kind of very close to the beach, just north of Sandgate. And hi, Linley, how are you? Have you been to Brighton? I know I think you're in Adelaide, aren't you, in South Australia? So we're in the middle of the suburbs, and what I find very challenging in my business is to make sure that I have that quiet creative space that lets me work without distractions and without feeling that neighbors are peering over my fence. And we've got this family next door. They have a bunch of kids, and they have the neighbors' kids over all the time, and they're probably between the ages of 7 and 15, all the kids, and they've got this big gym area in the back. You're not in Adelaide? Okay, so where are you? Let me know. Where are you? I thought for some reason you were in Adelaide. Sorry about that. Yes, so they got this big backdoor gym and a pool, and there's forever kids peering over the fence because they're high up, and you're sitting out on the back deck trying to just have some privacy, and there's these kids gawking over the fence, and I find that very annoying. I'm somebody who likes to have her creative space and peace and solitude, because for me, that's the way that I can create the best content, and I can actually focus on my business. Oh, you are in Adelaide, okay. Sorry. Oh, duh. All right, beautiful. Whereabouts in Adelaide? I've got friends who live in Henley Beach, and hubby and I lived there for a couple of months late last year, about a year ago, with a friend. We were renting a flat in her house in Henley Beach, which is really beautiful. So getting back to my topic, I'm wondering whether you struggle with that, especially for those of you who have children. I don't have children, but we're always looking after animals. Obviously, as we are in Australia, we're doing a lot of pet sitting, and so the pets come first, and we got to make sure that they are happy and comfortable. And if we're looking after dogs, we got to make sure the dog gets a workout. But I find it very important that we create that creative space for ourselves where we can nurture our inspiration and actually, um, you know, create from that inspiration. And I find if I don't have access to that space, then my creativity is squashed, and it's very challenging to then create from inspiration and create from flow. And if you're in that space and you are in a situation in your environment where you just don't have that, then maybe you need to find other ways to nurture that inspirational space for yourself to create from. And the way I do it, like here I can, because I can come into the house and the kids are in the backyard and I can still create in here. But if I'm in a house that just kills my spirit and my creativity, which sometimes it happens when you house it, because you don't really know what's gonna, you don't really know your environment before you actually move into it. So what I then do is I like to find a quiet coffee shop, or I've worked in a library before, and also I love the beach. I was just talking to John the other day about when we lived up in Yeppoon. We actually lived in Yeppoon before we traveled, and I had a Vespa, and I traveled with my Vespa to the beach and to local restaurants pretty much every day, and did my work from the beach, from like a picnic spot where there was tables and chairs. And also then, from there I then went, I did that for a couple of hours with Wi-Fi, tongling my phone, and went to a local restaurant with a glass of wine sometimes, or just a coffee. So I'm just wondering how you are dealing with these situations. Like, is it important for you to have this creative space where you can create from flow and nurture your inspiration? Um, yeah. So Linley's finding that at the moment with neighbors and their child racing around in Fullerton. Oh yeah, I think I know somebody else from Fullerton. Um, yes. I'm pretty sure. Yes, I think Alex lives in Fullerton. What's her surname? Yeah, Alex. Um, so it's so Linley, you're finding the same thing. And so how do you deal with this? You know, how do you have a space in your house where you can sort of retreat to, or do you go somewhere specifically where you can actually find that peace? I'd really love to know from all of you, whether you're watching this live like Linley does, or whether you're watching the replay. Let me know. Drop a comment below. Let me know, because I think it's important that we as especially as women. I don't know whether the guys have the same issues, but I find as women we like to nurture creation, and so it's really important for us to have that space where we can be creative, because we are getting more creative work done, and we actually don't hide that part of ourselves, which I think is really important. So I wanted to share this message today, and I'd really love to hear your part of this and how you're dealing with this, and whether that's actually an issue for you. Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, Linley. I appreciate you being here, and everyone else who's watching the replay. Have a great night, guys, or a great day wherever you are. I'm going to go and have dinner now, and I can smell it. It smells beautiful. And then just relax with my man, okay? Bye.